Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome here if it's your first time. In today's video, I'm reviewing the FiiO JT1 closed back headphones. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. So the JT1 here, closed back budget headphones. These are priced at about $69, but just between you and me, if you look around on places like AliExpress, I've seen these for as low as $55, which is pretty crazy. Now inside here, we've got a 50mm dynamic driver, and these are super easy to drive with an impedance of just 32 ohms. You can actually kind of drive these out even straight out of a smartphone. Not the optimal performance perhaps, but a small dongle DAC will do these justice just fine. Now inside the box, you don't get a whole lot, but remember we're talking about a budget sub $100 headphones. So you get the headphones, you get this cable, and you get a fabric carrying pouch or storage pouch. That's about all you... Oh, and you get a 3.5mm to 6.35mm adapter. Let's have a quick look at this cable. And I tell you what, there's nothing special about it, but for $55 to $69 headphone, it's actually pretty good. It's got a fabric cover on it, fabric sheath. It handles nicely. It actually has a built-in microphone as well. I haven't tested that because, these inline microphones tend to sound pretty darn good. So yeah, good cable. And let's come back to the headphones. They're very lightweight. When you feel them in your hand, that kind of lightness gives them a little bit of a chintzy kind of budget feel. They don't feel all that premium, but when you look closer, you've got metal yokes here, spring steel metal headband. You've got one of these adjustable headbands, auto-adjusting, self-adjusting. And then you've got metal on the exterior of the ear cups as well. And so they feel a bit cheap, but when you look closer, the build quality is actually really quite good. The only thing that might be an issue for some people is that the ear cups do not swivel. They do tilt up and down like that, but there's no swiveling like that. But that is not a problem for me because I find these ear pads to be nice and plush. They're reasonably thick. My ears fit inside pretty well, and they come off just like that. We've seen this kind of system on some headphones before. Some of them do it not so well. These things tend to break, but FiiO have done a good job here. These bits of plastic are nice and thick, so I don't think they're going to be breaking any time soon. So it's that easy to change out the ear pads. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with the build quality and the comfort for these headphones. So it's time to dive into the sound. Now, how do these sound? Well, look, in some of the marketing, it says studio headphones, so you might be expecting a very neutral and uncolored sound, but that is not what you get here. They do have a colored sound. However, it is balanced. It's very dynamic. It's very lively. It's very upfront as well. So it's a really vibrant headphone. The bass is boosted north of neutral, but it's not a huge bass. However, it does have really good physical impact and plenty of punch. The sub bass gets a nice rumble going, so that's great for gaming, movies, and music. It's not overdone, but it is boosted above neutral somewhat. But the quality of the bass is good. It's nice and fast. It's fairly agile. There is a little bit of bleeding into the mid-range, but I'm not going to delve too much on the technicalities because, once again, $60. Now, in terms of the mid-range, it's fairly neutral in terms of tone and note size or note weight. There is a boost in the upper mid-range, and from that we get a lot of clarity. So the mid-range has excellent clarity. It can get a little bit, I wouldn't say shouty, but it does get a little bit bright towards the upper mid-range, the lower treble area, but it's not really a problem for normal listening levels, at least to my ears. So you get excellent clarity, you get just enough warmth for them to sound fairly natural, not completely uncolored or accurate, but pretty good considering the price. And overall, I'm pretty pleased with the mids. One thing I will say that during complex or busy tracks, they can sort of come a little bit undone. The instrument separation deteriorates slightly, but really it's pretty good overall. Now, in terms of the treble is, well, you don't notice the upper treble that much. It is there and it does create quite a bit of air. And if you hear noises in the background, I apologize. There's construction going on just outside my window there, so I hope it's not going to disturb everybody. But yeah, the treble, like I said, a little bit of an emphasis in the upper mids and lower treble. So if you're sensitive to that area, you might find these a bit bright. But for me, it hasn't been a problem whatsoever. And yeah, the upper treble does add some nice upper harmonics, a bit of airiness, a bit of precision, and it facilitates to create a larger soundstage. Now, these are a closed back headphone, although they might look like they're semi-open, but it's closed back. But the soundstage is actually quite large considering, so you get a good amount of width. The sound does reach to the peripheral of your sort of headspace, and it's got fairly good depth and a reasonably rounded and natural stage shape. And then for detail retrieval, they do very well in that department, but once again, if there is a complex or busy track, things start to deteriorate a little bit, but overall the detail retrieval is pretty impressive. And look, for just a budget headphone like that, I am going to give a very strong recommendation for these. If you are looking for a sub 100 closed back headphone, I can't think of anything that's better than these right at the moment. They pretty much do everything right, and I actually enjoy listening to these quite a lot. Look, they're not going to compete with your Sennheiser HD series and some of the Beyerdynamic DT series, etc. But yeah, $60, come on, you can't expect too much. But if you do jump on the button and buy these, I think you will be pleasantly surprised with the quality of the audio that you get. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Parfam Audiophile Style. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon link and social media links down below. Head over to the website as well. I've got a bunch of stuff over there, heaps of reviews. Yeah, that's about it. Until next time, I'll see you later.